So again, more social justice themes with a poetic overtone. They're greedy for iniquity. I will make them pay for their conduct. I will pay them out of their deeds. They will eat but never be satisfied. 4:12. Wine, new moon, new wine addles the wits. My people consult blocks of wood. These are diviners. A rod answers their questions. A prostituting spirit leads them astray. They renounce God to play the whore. This is what they do. They offer sacrifice on the mountaintops. They burn their offerings on the hills, under oaks, poplars, terebinths. It very overlaps Amos a lot, as you see, I think. They're going on the hilltops to these more nature sort of gods. More like the Greek gods on the hilltops here. Daughters prostitute themselves. Everyone's wandering off with whores, offering sacrifice with sacred prostitutes. Thus a senseless people is ruined. And then finally 15. Judah is mentioned a little bit. Though you, Israel, play the whore, there's no need for Judah to sin too. You see a little bit of just a little slap on the wrists for Judah. Mostly, and if you don't know that Israel and Judah are different, you wouldn't pick this up. Mostly directed against the north. So again, the same thing as Amos. Do not go to Gilgal, do not go to Beth Aven. I don't sometimes wonder if you don't have some overlap here. Well, you do have some overlap. Oh, my friend is mentioned. Look at line 17. Ephraim is wedded to idols. So now that's a fourth name. So now we have Ephraim, Israel, Joseph, and Jacob, all synonyms for the north. So listen, chapter 5, priests, house of Israel, royal household, you, responsible for justice, rather deceitfulness. 3, I know all about you, Ephraim. Israel has no secret from me. Ephraim played the whore, Israel defiled herself. So this theme goes all the way through. So now we've done enough work in this class to know who Ephraim is, and now we're not sorry that we did some of that background. The iniquity of Ephraim knocks him down, and down comes Judah with him. You see, now he isn't distinguishing as thoroughly between north and south as Amos did. We have this, but you see, it isn't Birkat Aven. Here it's Beth Aven. Line 8, Beth Aven, I think, is clearly Bethel, but he doesn't want to call Bethel because he doesn't think there's a God there, and therefore he's not going to call it house of God. He's going to call it house of stone, house of nothing. Call Benjamin, Ephraim shall be laid waste. I pronounce certain doom in the tribes of Israel. The leaders of Judah are men who displace the boundary marker. That's in the Dead Sea Scrolls too. I mean to pour my anger out on them in a flood. Ephraim is an oppressor, he tramples justice, so said he is on the pursuit of nothingness. So this one is against both to some extent. It's hard to follow. It's not as clearly delineated. That's why I don't think it's quite as authentic as Amos. It seems like it's been worked over by more than one person, so the message is not as clear and consistent, but it's there. You know what I missed somewhere? I don't know where it was. That there was they blow kisses to calves, and oh, there it is. You see in line 8. I'm going to come to it. 8:4. I spurn your calf, Samaria. My anger blazes on you. The workman made it. Cannot be God. Yes, the calf of Samaria will go up in flames. You see, in the royal capital at Samaria, there is a golden calf type of thing. And so, to my mind, the Moses Aaron episode in the desert with the golden calf reflects the situation here to some extent. The prophets protesting against the priests making in the shrines these kind of effigies and idols, if you want to call them. Let's go back to 6. Come, let us return to the Lord. He's torn us to pieces, but he will heal us. He struck us down, but he will bandage our wounds, and a day or two will bring us back to life. The third day he will raise us up. There's your third day resurrection theme. I think it's been stitched into the Jesus presentation. Whether that's what happened or not is for you to decide, but here is a prophetical piece that can be pulled out of the fabric here and put into that other context. Who knows what it means? So we're thinking that a prophet 700 BC is talking about events 700 years later. I mean, I don't think that's a realistic solution. So then we have writers later on who are using material in a certain way. Anyway, you'll have to make your judgment on things like that. Maybe it means nothing. Anyway, the Lord will come certain as dawn. He will rise like light. Showers come. What shall I do, Ephraim, Judah? And dew quickly disappears. I slaughtered them with the words from my mouth, since that's what I want is love, not sacrifice, knowledge of God, not holocaust. See, there's some of Amos in here mixed with other stuff, and I'm not sure how homogeneous this is. Line 10, I've seen horrors in Bethel. That's where Ephraim plays the horror. Okay, I got that much now. The shrine of Ephraim is Bethel. That, I think, is a historical bit of datum that you can depend on. A little bit again, line 11, about Judah. Look, 7 again. I am confronted by the guilt of Ephraim and the wickedness of Samaria. These are all synonyms. Ephraim, Samaria, Bethel, Israel, Jacob, Joseph. Okay, chapter 8. Put the trumpet to your lips like a watchman on duty in the house of the Lord, because they have violated my covenant and rebelled against my law. Israel has rejected good. The enemy will hunt him down. Again, they have made idols out of gold and silver. There's the golden calf episode right here in Hosea. Which are doing, see, they've made idols out of gold and silver. I spurn your calf, Samaria. 4, 5. I think that is actually the original historical context. You say, well, what do you said that Exodus was an old book. Maybe not in the form we have it now. Maybe the traditions were very old, but the final form may be more recent. I mean, I can't, I don't know. Maybe the golden calf